Hi, Bob Leda here, and welcome to this episode of Stepping into the River. Today we're going to be doing something along with breath again, and this is with a singer who talked about being a little bit jumpy or nervous when beginning to sing. When this happens for someone, the temptation is to try to help your breath, to try to do more to make it come in, and to breathe very fiercely. And you'll see a lot of the times an lifting of the shoulders, an accessory breathing muscle. What we're going to be doing is contrasting for her what happens when you breathe fiercely and what happens when you breathe easily. And your lungs feel the same either way. In addition, we're pointing out that the pelvic floor movement is part of her breath. The result of everything is going to be a fuller chamber for her to work with, and you'll see and hear the difference with her, I hope. So take a watch and listen, and we'll catch you on the other side. Gabriella! You got your pals here, Extra Eyes and Extra Ears. They're here to offer insight and illumination into how you go about singing. So is there anything particular you're working on these days, or you'd like them to hone in on?
Yes, I've lately been very jumpy overall and very kind of like all over the place.
Okay.
Kind of, you can even feel like if you feel my heart racing, it's just like out, like out.
Oh, and I thought that was his labels here.
Kind of like I've been jumpy. I turtle out a lot, kind of like meh. My posture is usually very bad, but it's lately even worse.
So it's a little exaggerated now. What the things that you're concerned with kind of get heightened a little bit.
Yes,
Okay.
and breaths, I kind of like get tired if I like was on a race, and the overall kind of peaceful kind of like thing that I want to create is not.
Okay. Not readily accessible.
No.
Okay. Okay. So look for, this will be a great one to try. Look for where the peacefulness in Gabriella is, even though it might be having a very hard time coming out. And we'll also look for our regular stuff, compare top half to bottom half, left to right, front to back, and what you catch about her breathing. So I'm going to step away. You go ahead.
Wait, small comment. Sorry. The entire lyrics is Ave Maria, so
Okay.
Ave Maria, like by Caccini. So the entire lyric is Ave Maria. Not kidding. So.
How about you?
I feel like I'm running a marathon.
Okay.
Because at first I ran out of air, so I was like, nope, bigger.
Ah, I'm so glad you said that. So glad you said, that's where we'll start, even though I was gonna do grounding. Yeah, and I thought, she used what she had beautifully.
Yeah.
But to get it was somewhat labored.
Right.
That's the feeling and so, yeah, do that big breath thing again. Let's see that one. Oh, that's so wussy. Where's the big one? The one that you think you really need. Okay, and see how much your shoulders move to do that. So do one more time. And do a big inhale. Okay, great, and then you drop it down. Now, do an easy inhale. Check it out, your shoulders move the same amount anyway, right? As long as they rest, you can get the little one go all the way up to here, you can get the big one go all the way up to here. There's no need for, I got it, like this, because this actually submarines what you're trying to do. So the energy of an inhale is like that, right? So now, well, do that one again. Big inhale, knowing as much as your shoulders move, there's going to be that same amount of pressure on your pelvic floor. It's not going to distend as far just because of the way it's put together, but you'll get both. Oh, yeah. Do that again and sing the first line. I know the lyric, it's out there.
Well, I was in the wrong key.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thank
That's okay.
you.
And remember that the support for that all the way down to your pelvic floor coming up, right? It can be more than just from this side. So try that again. Is that a different experience that way?
Yes, yeah.
Come on, get me, you gotta stay on camera. So what's the difference in experience?
I did not have to scratch my stomach for air.
Didn't have to squint your stomach for air when stuff was coming up from below that.
And there was no kind of like
Yeah.
usually in there.
Now, rather than, Adelis, rather than the imaginary string thing, what I do with this is this. As your diaphragm coming up, right, there's this flow of energy, and that flow goes right up through the crown of your head. Your breath, and it takes a detour, but that's because of architecture in here, right? So your breath, excuse me, your breath winds up going that way, but energetically you're coming up through here. So once again, from your pelvic floor up through here, first line.
I heard more confidence. I heard a clearer tone, and it was, I mean, it was beautiful before, but it's considered more beautiful now.
Isn't that surprising? Because it was beautiful before.
Yeah.
It was
But there's
incredible
all
before,
that
and it was even
more
better.
that, yeah, and it's better than incredible, you know, it's like, wow. Yeah, say more, Jake.
Yeah, and it's really cool because the first time your voice is beautiful, but like all these small little things will just help you so much, and even in 3 minutes, like your voice sounds amazing, and like your tone is so clear, like it's so satisfying to hear like those notes going down, and like every single one is right on point, and it's so nice to listen to. Your voice is really pretty.
I felt
Yeah.
more relaxed
Mhm.
through you. Yeah.
Yeah, it lands on you as the audience differently, yeah. Was that a different experience for you?
Yeah, it's like because I want singing to come in as breathing. Just when you meditate and it's just like everything feels like centered,
Mhm.
right? I know that not in every single song you can do that, but I want to be able to.
So pause there just for a second when you're talking. Can you feel how you got away from that center a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so continue talking, but remember that the energy of your breath is going to come up through the center of your head, and the inhale, the center of your pelvic floor. So keep talking, please.
And I want to be able to myself be calm and
Can you
to
hear that
actually do
difference? Yeah.
kind of to let it out as much as possible, but also give some sort of kind of like well-being and like state of, I don't know, like a little bit like calm
Yeah,
for the
Yeah.
audience,
yeah.
and just for that small moment, just like everything's like that's kind of like problematic. Everything's like outside the door,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like this kind of like bubble of like.
Okay, so for you, that's the river that you're speaking on. Okay?
Yeah, I want to feel lighter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that comes from less sort of squinching. You feel the effect of the squinching. Give her a big hand. That was great. Welcome back. That's quite a journey that she went on, and it was just lovely being able to experience this, at least for myself. As I've said on some of our other explorations, I think being centered is the most important thing for a performer, and breath is quite often the path to get her. You could see with this singer, even though what we did was talk about breathing, she became less tense, became more relaxed, and the sound really emerged from her and filled the room. And that's what we as audience members were hoping for. I hope you enjoyed this time and the rest of these episodes, and we will see you for another one. Bye for now.